Gladly chosen, keeping them woken, doing a little bit exposing and shining light. So subscribe and like the channel if you haven't already. Doing this topic today just to, encourage people to hold on and that it gets better. And this isn't just with jobs. This is with anything in life. So I'm gonna give y'all a particular example, which happened to be a job. So it was a particular field that I started working in, and I remember, I was new in it. I was supposed to be a receptionist, and I just got thrown in there where I was a temporary receptionist. My job status immediately changed without, what I'm saying, that being the verbal discussion held. So that happened or whatever. So one day on cue, I needed some supplies, and I kind of panicked, like, what do I do? So I seen everybody else was passing around supplies, and the director, she passed out supplies to people in front of me, didn't offer me any, which is fine. But I thought that, what I'm saying, the environment was share friendly like that. So one day when I happened to ask for some supplies because I was on cue and on the spot, I asked her for some and she was like, I don't have anything. I haven't went to the library. So I'm like, okay, thought it was over. Next thing I know, the boss overheard comes in my room and says, "You have enough supplies to be going around asking other people for supplies and all that." So I felt betrayed, and it made me very upset because I just asked this woman nicely. I seen her offer other people things and things like that. So, you know what I'm saying? It just really rubbed me the wrong way. Nowadays, I probably wouldn't handled it like that, but that's how I handled it back then. So when the big boss came and said something, I went and saw the other woman immediately. I said, if you had a problem with me borrowing something, that's all you had to say. You didn't have to go tell such and such. So they were they weren't used to people approaching them like that. But I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Why share with everyone else? But when it comes to me, you tell on me like I did something wrong. So that's the only reason I said something. Just standing up for myself. But I don't know if y'all know, but people don't like you to advocate for yourself. And you know what I'm saying? So that happened. So let me stop there. So it was a lot of things that took place. I seen that they were flaky, that they were favor biased, they did favoritism, they did a whole bunch of other stuff. So I ended up working in that same profession but a different job. Do y'all know how God is? God allowed it where the boss, soon as she came in, she asked me to write a supply list. Now I felt like that was an answer from God. I was surprised because before she was saying, "You have enough supplies." But here it is, this new lady is telling me to tell her what I need. The last lady wouldn't let me tell her what I need. She gave me what she thought that I needed, which wasn't enough. But the next lady, it was just impeccable. So, you know what I'm saying? That happened. The first lady, I was so short things that I would take my own paycheck and buy things. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, so another situation. I'm working in the profession or whatever, and it was this lady. She used to take advantage of me, come in late, do all sorts of things because she knew I was gonna be there. Had an attitude, very nasty. So she did this as a way to manipulate me and control me and to like make me feel uncomfortable. But basically, if it's like 2,000 small little things in spots, you know what I'm saying? If I'm new, if she's leaving and I'm coming in without her explaining anything to me or me having not photographic memory of everything, of course, you know what I'm saying, when people go to touch these things and they don't put it in their right spot, how am I to know if I have no visual way of knowing other than seeing it one time and then everybody going at it? So it wasn't impossible. So when she would come back, she would just basically screamed that her stuff wasn't in the order, and it used to drive me crazy. And I said, this she got a few more times to keep doing this. I talked to the boss about it, and the boss told me, she said, well, that's just how she is. Wasn't the answer for me. See, we have to check people. We can't let them think that, you know what I'm saying, that what they're doing is okay. Now, some people may tolerate it, but I came to a stage in my life not tolerating people's things like that. You know what I'm saying? I may not lash out at you, but there's more ways to handle things than one. So, anyways, you know what I'm saying? I ended up leaving that place alone. Do you know the place that I'm at now has labels where everything is supposed to go? So that's just small examples, which are huge examples, how God will answer your prayers and your long suffering. You know what I'm saying? I went through those small little headaches, even more down the road that I could tell y'all about. But that's examples how, you know what I'm saying, God made the situation better every time I stepped up the ladder. So I just wanted to tell y'all that it gets better every time. When people think they're doing you wrong or wrong is coming towards you, whatever, stand still and handle yourself the right way because it's going to get better. And I promise you that. Talk to you later.